Everyone, my name is Alessandra, and today I'm gonna tell you a story. But before I tell the story, I would like to tell you that I'm the oldest child in my family. So I used to tell stories to my siblings and my cousins, everyone in my family. But this story, the ant and the grasshopper, is not my favorite one. But how many of you like stories with a moral in the end? I didn't like it when I was a child because obviously someone will go bad in the end and we will have to learn something about it. So, once upon a time, in a distant and beautiful garden, there was a grasshopper. He was tall and green and he had hairy legs, and he loved to sing. He was the best singer in this garden. And make no mistake, he loved the smell of the fresh and wet grass in the morning. His favorite hobby was to sit on a stone and to observe everything that was happening around him, and while he was singing and sometimes jumping. One day, he was sitting on the stone and singing, and he saw a line with tiny little ants. And these ants, they were carrying crispy and green leaves and crunchy seeds and grains. And he was thinking, what are they doing? And he went to the ant and he was like, hey, what are you doing? He said, don't you know there's gonna be a really cold and long winter, and aren't you going to prepare yourself? He was like, nah, it's just spring. Why am I gonna carry food and stock food right now? I prefer to sing. Okay, so the ants continued doing what they were doing. And one day, he was singing and jumping in the garden, and a white flock fell on his nose. He was like, oh no, it's winter. What am I gonna do? I have no food. I have no place to stay. And suddenly a strong wind was passing through him, and the snow started to fall, and he was walking. What am I gonna do? I'm starving. And he saw like a bright, shiny light. And he remembered, oh, it's the ant's house. I'm gonna go there. But he was so embarrassed. But he decided to go anyways. So he went to the ant's house and he knocked on the door. Knock, knock. Nobody answered. And then he again, knock, knock. And the ant opened the door. Grasshopper? What are you doing here? What happened? He was like, I'm so sorry, ant. I'm so embarrassed and it's so cold outside. I was singing all this time and I forgot to stock food. What am I gonna do? Please help me. And the ant decided to let him in. The moral of the story is we have time to play and we have time to work. So this way, when we tell stories like that to children, they learn that they can play for a while and they have time to do their homework and help others. Yes, that's it.